Hi, I'm an economist studying care provision, the time and money that goes into taking care of other people, a process that involves the production, development, and maintenance of human capabilities. In this series of short videos, I am going to try to convince you that you should care more about care provision. Honestly, I often meet resistance from those who consider this topic to be somehow outside the realm of economics, a personal or purely feminine concern. So I want to show you how often for-profit businesses use the promise of care to help sell their services. But first, let me explain my title. Everybody needs a place to rest. Everybody wants to have a home. Don't make no difference what nobody says. Ain't nobody like to be alone. Everybody's got a hungry heart. I hope you've heard Bruce Springsteen singing this song. It's kind of my theme song, and it helps explain a lot about my reactions to the advertising that bombards me every day. In 1998, I watched a video called Advertising and the End of the World, produced by the Media Education Foundation. It reproduced a memorable series of television ads saying almost nothing about the actual things offered for sale, just showing images of people happily enjoying friends and family in some beautiful setting, as though the things themselves effectively fed their hungry hearts. The Media Education Foundation released an update in 2018, pictured here. Both videos say something scary about how easily we can trick each other and ourselves into very bad decisions. I am not a professional media maven, and this is the first video I've made in my life. I'm just a retired college professor still trying to understand the world, sorting through a kind of scrapbook of old pictures and using them to tell a story. Just walking around a big city, I've been fascinated by the promises being made, along with the millions of beautiful things on offer, few of which I could afford. Many shop windows feature images of hearts or the promise of a personal touch. Here's a vintage British Airways ad. I think it dates from the 1980s, though the stewardess projects kind of a retro 1950s image. On offer to its first-class passengers, new Club World cradle seat, lullaby not included, the ultimate in tender loving care, maternal solicitude. Look how happy and relaxed the traveling executive looks, even if he is a baby. Personal affection offers a guarantee of high quality. In this Lufthansa ad, the expression on the faces speaks louder than the words. Here's what they say: service as dependable as a shoulder to lean on. And this from One World, an alliance of 8 airlines. It's natural to want to be cared for. Yes, and I love penguins. Sometimes I wish I were a penguin. I also wish that penguins could sue for false advertising. The words care and family often crop up in product ads. When I have a cold, I am very grateful for cold medicine. Thank you. I just don't think this company is a family. Customer service, now often referred to as customer care. It's a meme, it's a promise. And when it's actually met, it can feel really good. But we care, so you're carefree. I drove a Honda Fit for many years. It was a good car, but it did not make me carefree. I now drive a Toyota, but it has never given me peace of mind, despite promising the Garden of Eden, rainbow and Bambi and all. And when it needs gas, I go to a gas station where I can take care of myself, but see on the pump a "We Care" number. Yes, I actually called it and learned how to order more gas for the station's tanks. But enough about airlines and cars and cough syrup. The real money is in banking. Check out this ad from the bank that calls itself Truist. It is unwavering in care. It knows a lot and cares even more. It can make me unstoppable. Forgive me, I prefer my local credit union, but speaking of money, your individual retirement account is like your child. Take care of it, and it just might take care of you one day. Love your money, and it will Love you back. I was so taken by these ads that I made a couple of little collages. This Sheraton key card asks you to be grateful for clean sheets. I am grateful. Sneaking a bit of poetry in, thanks to Carl Sandburg. Money buys everything except love, personality, freedom, immortality, silence, and peace. I'm glad the rental car company cares, but be careful of the way you use care words and phrases, because the following have all been trademarked. We care more, we care about you completely. Copyright means that in some situations you might have to ask permission to use these phrases. I haven't tracked down all the details about who copyrighted what when, but as far as I can tell, the following phrase has not yet been trademarked. I don't believe you really care, which is just to say skepticism is called for. But the point is, all these businesses are onto something. They know what we really want, even if they can't provide it. We're the ones who need to figure out both how to give care and how to get it. Keep after it, and thanks for listening.